Yeah.
You know, in my business, DHL used to make fun of us for years and years and years, and that's the best thing that happened to me, is that they made fun of us. And the fact that they told clients, Aramex, you know, that's a cheap service, go try it, and then you're going to come back begging. And then the clients never came back. And I used to tell DHL executives, thank you very much for sending clients my way. It was like, you know, you were our best salespeople.
You got to tell everyone your story about the fact that Amazon was not shipping. If you were in the Middle East and you wanted to order a book from Amazon, they weren't shipping to the Middle East. So
no, they were shipping, but they were not taking the region. I mean, it was not a region. It still is not a region that they are interested in. So when I went, so when I went to visit, I said, here, look at an address, because we have a service that gives a US address for anyone that wants to do shopping in the Middle East, and the package comes to a US address, and then we pick it up from our warehouse in New York and send it back to the people that are buying. And then there was this massive amount of business that was coming. 25% of our business actually comes from Amazon. And then for Amazon, it's a US address, but for me, it's delivering packages in the Middle East. So it's just shows a different, you know, what you see is not what you get most of the time.
And I think maybe the big takeaway from what you've just said is, and perhaps this sort of phase of the conversation we're in is, you know, an inability to appreciate what you're trying to do in the audience you're speaking to is very often a signal that there's an opportunity that's very real there, right?
Yeah, and it allows you to do things that you didn't think are doable. So when we decided to list Aramex on the NASDAQ stock exchange, the first company from the Arab world to ever do it, and I personally thought not doable. On NASDAQ, crazy. My partner, who is American, said, you know, let's do NASDAQ. So, and that was a direct result of a massive failure that we went through by going through a private placement in the Arab world. So Arab investors would look at us and say, we're a non-asset-based company. We own 0 assets. We only own the customer experience. No warehouses, no cars. We lease our cars. We lease everything. So, and the Arab world is in love with physical things. You know, if you don't have a building, there's no value. If you don't have land, there's no value. So I couldn't get the valuation of the company or to excite people out about a valuation that didn't have assets. It only had the human brain really as its asset, or the experience of the salesman at the end of the day. And we said, okay, you don't want to give us money, we're going to NASDAQ. And then you know what? When we started doing a roadshow for NASDAQ, all these people that said no, said if he's going on NASDAQ, then this guy must be serious. So I suddenly got everyone that rejected me to give me money on NASDAQ. And the minute we got on NASDAQ, then everybody said, ooh, that's a good company now. Suddenly we became legitimate. You know, but that's a direct result of failure. And I would have never thought, I mean, I thought that was crazy for us to even think that we can adhere to SEC regulations out of a company that was owned by 2 people, and we really cared less about our accounting. You know, we were just, you know, this is our company. Here's your money today, and here's my money. Let's go home and have fun, you know. And suddenly, you need to bring Ernst & Young, and you need to bring people to audit you. Audit. Oh, my God.
What's that?
Exactly. What's audit? So, by the way, we in 4 months from the decision to go on NASDAQ, in 4 months, we were listed. So that was heroic.
Amazing.